Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, that was great. Most years I have to ask to do it again because it's so quiet and meek. You did a great job. Not very nice. My name is John Anello. I'm the founding director of the Mukwonago Area Community Choir. And we come here twice a year. We love to make the trip over here to sing for you. I lived here in Whitewater for 35 years. I came here to go to college in 1983, and I stayed for a long time. Not in college. I did, well, I guess I did stay in college for a long time. But I stayed here for a long time. I enjoyed the town. And now I live over near Mukwonago. I taught in Mukwonago for about 16 years before I retired. Now I'm retired, and they make me work. That's my job, is enjoying a little bit of life and working with them. It's a good time. But we love to come out and sing for you. And this is our pre-concert. We have our big concert next weekend. But we're going to sing our concert for you. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give you programs. I printed out programs and I cut them up and I forgot to give them to you. Yeah, I told you I was retired.
Oh, you're just so tired. Like one of us.
So, we got some people here that are good people. To start. Yeah, John, you're a good person. Yeah, we got some people handing them out. There we go. I just thought I'd look out there. You guys aren't looking at anything. Staring at my face. Don's not looking at a program. He's not reading anything. It's like looking at me. So that has our songs that we're doing. Gives a little information about our group and things like that. So I hope you're going to enjoy our songs tonight. We'll have some introductions for each song from choir members. They'll tell you a little bit about each number, maybe a little bit about the history of the song, origin of the song, or an interesting little factoid, tidbit about the song. This group is a non-audition group. Anybody who wants to come and sing just shows up and we sing. We practice on Monday evenings, and it's just a fun group to get together and make friendships and sing. So we hope you enjoy, and I'm going to hand the microphone to Brian, and Brian's going to introduce our first song. And Jerry's going to check me into the piano. He's a pastor of all. He's knock me over.
You should get in my way.
Our first song, Welcome Christmas, is from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. After the Grinch has snuck into Whoville at night to steal all of the Christmas presents and decorations and even food, he waits to hear the Who's crying out in sorrow at dawn. Instead, the Who's gather together as they always do to welcome Christmas with this song. This emotional moment melts the heart of the Grinch, who comes to realize that Christmas is more than material goods. Two lyrics from the song are key. Christmas Day is in our grasp, so long as we have hands to clasp. Christmas time will always be, just as long as we have we.
get ready to connect with your Charlie Brown happy place. The Linus and Lucy music, written by American jazz pianist Vince Guaraldi, was originally released in 1964, but gained its greatest exposure the following year as part of a Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack, from which it grew in status to the signature melody we recognize today for all the animated Peanuts character franchise. Charles Schulz commented on how marvelous he thought Mr. Guaraldi captured in the music the lilting quality of the Peanuts kids, the way they walked along with a bounce. Philip Kern, the arranger of this piece, creates for choirs that same jazz bounce with just 3 simple sound groups: da, dot, doo-doo-la. Happiness is making music.
The origins of our next piece, I Saw Three Ships, are actually unknown. It is considered an English Christmas carol, with the earliest printed version being from the 17th century. Many people also assume that it's a children's Christmas carol due to its simplicity. The meaning behind the three ships sailing into Bethlehem have also produced some debate, especially when one considers that the nearest body of water to Bethlehem is the Dead Sea, which is about 20 miles away. One popular belief is that the ships are actually the three boats that brought the remains of the Magi to Cologne Cathedral in Germany in the 12th century. Another interpretation suggests that the ships are actually the camels used by the three wise men when they came to see the newly born Christ child, as camels are commonly referred to as ships of the desert. But whatever the three ships represent, just like most Christmas carols, the main point of the song and lyrics are to lift the spirits of the singer and listeners and to bring joy to the holiday season. And this version, arranged by Jerry Estes, does just that. With its Celtic flair, hand claps, and percussion instruments, singers and listeners alike do feel the joy and the wonderment as those ships sail into Bethlehem.
During this season of Christmas, we cling to the lights and the decoration and the joy that all of that brings us. But sometimes the promise and the truth of Christmas is easily lost in busy schedules, gift giving, food and gatherings, all wonderful for sure. But our next song, The Darkest Midnight in December, reminds us that Jesus, the God of love, came to us as a babe in Mary's arms. And as the writer of this song said, if with our hearts we can content him, we humbly lay them at his feet. We hope you can capture the meaning of Christmas as we sing The Darkest Midnight in December.
No snow nor hail nor winter Here We Come a Wassailing is a traditional English Christmas carol, as well as a New Year's song, typically sung while wishing good health and caroling door to door. The Christmas spirit often made the rich a little more generous than usual, and bands of beggars and orphans used to dance their way through the snowy streets of England, offering to sing good cheer and to tell good fortune if the householder would give them a drink from his wassail bowl, or perhaps give them a penny or a pork pie, or let them stand for a few minutes beside the warmth of his hearth. The wassail bowl itself was a hearty combination of hot ale or beer, apples, spices, and mead, just alcoholic enough to warm tingling toes and fingers of the singers. Our version, arranged by Ryan O'Connell, is designed with a syncopated style in 3/4 time. The frolicking piano accompaniment supports unison voices as well as 4-part harmony. This crisp and bright arrangement breathes new life into a traditional carol. We hope you enjoy this version of Here We Come a Wassailing.
Our next song is called The Sleigh a la Russe. It was written in 1926 by lyricist Richard Kuntz and composer Ivor Chervanov, who often collaborated. In addition to frequent appearances in winter concert programs, the song has the distinction of having Woody Woodpecker sing it in a 1944 cartoon called Ski for Two. The cartoon was later released under the title of Woody Plays Santa Claus. In the music, feel the trot of the horses and the swirling winds. Enjoy.
We also have a small ensemble that allows some of those people that want to do music that's a little more advanced, a little more difficult to work on. And so we're going to do 3 pieces with a group that's a smaller ensemble, and it's even smaller than it normally is because we're missing 3 people out of our smaller ensemble. So out of 16, we have, I think, 13. I don't know, I can't count. I'm a musician, I can count to 4. It's an old joke. So we're going to do this. And first one, we have some percussionists from our large ensemble that are going to join us. And who's introducing this first song? Okay.
Since 1857, We Three Kings has been a beloved carol, skillfully recounting the nativity story from 3 kings' perspective. The lyrics are a testament to poetic storytelling, bringing the birth of Jesus Christ to life. Darman Meter's arrangement adds a unique Eastern touch, accentuated by rich vocal harmonies and outstanding percussion. This version refreshes the classic carol, conveying the 3 kings' sense of wonder and awe as they paid homage to the newborn king. Please enjoy We Three Kings.
We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, hoar and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading guide us to thy perfect. Oh, Ananaea, oh, Ananaea, oh, Ananaea, oh, Ananaea, oh, Ananaea, oh, Ananaea.
What do you think of when I say vocal jazz? If you said complicated chords and crazy, unexpected key changes, then you just described our next song, Deck the Hall. And by the way, you probably don't want to sing along on this one.
did that with Dr. John Hunter in Whitewater. He introduced me to that. Just Gene Perling arrangement. Gene Perling was the founder of Singers Unlimited, if you ever heard of that group. It was a group, they were a studio group. It was 3 men and 1 woman. And they recorded 6 and 8 part harmonies. But they, obviously overdubbed themselves in the studio. They never performed live. And they did some fabulous, fabulous work. Really good. But I passed out this piece of music to them. And the first thing I said to them is, don't look at the first page. Because the first page, nobody does it. Not even Singers Unlimited did the first page. It's so out of place with everything. You thought some of those things were out of place. The first page was so crazy that not even the arrangers did the first page. So they did a nice job with that.
Remember when you were in elementary school learning about punctuation? Your teacher said that the comma was a separator. So for example, you could say, my Christmas tree is decorated with red, comma, blue, comma, green, comma, yellow, comma, silver, comma, gold, comma. You get the idea, right? Well, what you would never say is, my tree is decorated with gold, comma, decorations. So what is with our next song, God Rest Ye Merry, comma, Gentlemen? That can't be right, and yet there it is, right in your program. Seems like maybe a mistranslation. So I did some research, and yes, the words translated differently way back in the 1700s than to what they do now. The phrase, God rest ye merry, back then meant, God grant you peace and happiness. To bring the words to modern English, it would be, God grant you peace and happiness, everyone. Don't worry about anything. Remember that Christ, our Savior, is born on Christmas Day. So I leave you with this. God rest ye merry, comma, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy our song.
God rest ye merry, gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's dark, when we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy,
So I invite the choir back up for our final number. I want to thank you for having us. It's always a pleasure to be here. And our last number is Silent Night. And we're going to do the first, we're going to do it 3 times. The first time, we're doing it in German. The second time, we'll be doing it in English. And the third time, we're going to do it in English again, except I'm going to turn around and I'm going to ask you to sing along with us. You remember how wonderful you said, you know, you responded at the beginning, so I expect you to be as vocal. You showed me how vocal you can be, so I expect you to be. He's like, no, I'm just singing.
We're gonna blast you away.
That's great. That's great. I'm of the era where I remember a certain Christmas. We talked about the 2 Christmas specials. We talked about The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. We talked about Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown came out the year that I was born, 1965. So I remember watching that all the time when I was a kid, and I looked forward to it every year. And then there was a special on that came out in 1979, and it was John Denver and the Muppets, Christmas Together. Have you seen that? You heard that album? And they did, there's 2 songs on there that became very, very popular. The first one was the 12 Days of Christmas. Yeah, Miss Piggy. Yeah. That's a great version of 12 Days of Christmas. And then they did a Silent Night in there. And John Denver, and they did it in German first, and then they did it in English second. And in the middle, John Denver explained the origin of Silent Night. He basically said this: on December 24th, 1818, the curate of a parish in Oberdorf, Austria, Josef Mohr, shared a poem he had written with a friend, Hans Gruber, who was the choir master and organist of the church. Mohr asked Gruber if he could compose music for the poem, intending it for 2 solo voices with guitar accompaniment. With the organ broken, he was eager to include music in their Christmas Eve service. Gruber set the melody to what has become one of the most beloved Christmas carols, Stille Nacht, which translates to Silent Night in English. The carol famously includes the line, Schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe, meaning sleep in heavenly peace. It has become the most beloved of all Christmas carols. Stille Nacht in English, Silent Night. Schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe, sleep in heavenly peace. So we leave you with the blessings of the season. May the hand of Christ reach all of you. May you always remember the meaning of the season, no matter how secular it becomes. God bless.
Oh
twice in English, step here, type out, and we didn't sing with them, they didn't sing alone.
Merry Christmas! Thank you so much. Hi. Wonderful. I'm glad you loved it. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I heard you whispering. Hi. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out today.
You too.
Thanks for letting us come and be with you.
Well, we have just as much fun as you. Thank you.
Good evening. Thanks for coming out. Merry Christmas.
John,